Hey guys, this is Keck here, and today's going to be more of a serious video. I don't really know what the title is going to be, but there will be a trigger warning before this, of course, of what kind of topics I'm going to be discussing in this video. Now, I should clarify, this is something I have debated talking about in a video for quite some time, a couple months now. I've gotten probably daily comments talking about the two specific people I'm going to be talking about right now in this video, and at first I didn't really want to because I was scared that people might have thought, oh, he's just doing it for views or something. But the more I just thought about it, the more I realized that a lot of the videos about these people that are on the internet, or on YouTube anyway, are either satirical, not well formatted, or are just kind of clips, and it's not really a full explanation of the person in general, if that makes any sense. So I kind of just want to make this video to talk about that. Next up, I have a lot of people talking about it in my DMs and giving their kind of opinions on the situation, and realistically, I don't think this is something I want to do anymore, but something I have to do as my place in the community, as well as the platform I have in the community. I think it's something I have to do, and I think it's something I want to do as well. You know, I've seen a lot of people as well in the community that have kind of the same stature where like they're well known and they have a lot of people looking at their videos and posts, and a lot of them have reached out to me kind of discussing these people, and they're very hesitant on talking about it because of the Jambassador program. They don't want to lose their chances on being a Jambassador, and realistically, like, I applied for Jambassador, but if this video doesn't allow me to become one, or it takes me out of consideration for one, then that's all fine, because I rather have this video up about an important issue in the community and the game than some silly kind of role in the community so I can represent their company. But without a further ado, I'll just get started. So first of all, as most of you probably know, Hi91, he is a groomer, child predator, and a pedophile, and there is a lot of screenshots and evidence against him suggesting this, and it's not even allegations anymore, but it's exact confirmation. Now, I will leave posts linked in the description below and in the pinned comment below showing these. I don't want to put them in the video in case that people don't want to see it. I don't really know, but I will leave it linked below for sure. But I also wanted to talk about him because he is going around the game. He's still playing. He still has an account. He's not banned, surprisingly enough. And what he is doing, the people that know about this are, well, harassing him in game, and he is essentially getting people either suspended, bubble chatted, or I've seen people say they've been banned because of him. I don't really know how accurate that is. However, I have heard of it happen. Regardless, how he responds to a lot of these comments is either him gloating that he's going to get you banned, or he'll try to tell his side of the situation. Now, in these kind of situations, and it's very important to hear both parties, and I was there one time that he did tell his side of the story, and I can tell you now it is a load of crap. He is essentially trying to manipulate people into thinking he is the victim in the situation, but he's pretty much saying that an art wiki for Alamo Jam sent this girl to go to his DMs to try to lure him in. Even then, he's still in the wrong because he fell for it, even if that was the case, which I severely doubt it was. But all I can recommend you do right now is search Hi91 up on Alamo Jam and just simply report and block him. I'm just going to report him for safety, and I'm going to block him. Now, he has multiple other accounts. I just hope Alamo Jam, if they do end up banning him, they end up wiping his whole IP address and pretty much IP ban him, so every account he's ever logged into will get banned alongside this. Now, along with Hi91, Chocolate for Froggy was publicly defending this guy, and if you don't know who Chocolate for Froggy is, they're also a well-known artist, which I'll get into Hi9's art in a minute. But Chocolate for Froggy was a former Jambassador, and she stepped down back in July of last year. I presume probably because of this Hi9 stuff. Regardless, she was defending him, and there's been streams of me either getting masterpieces from either Hi9 or Chocolate for Froggy, or even Chocolate for Froggy's plushie, because for some reason you can still get it in the claw. I just end up recycling any of them. I'm not going to support any of these people, no matter what, and I suggest you do the same. Now, you can report Chocolate for Froggy if you want. I don't really know. I don't want to suggest anything against her. It just is very suspicious that she is defending a pedophile, even if they were good friends. It's still not something you should excuse. Now, moving on to Hi91's art, I don't even know how all of his art pieces even get in game. They are very lewd looking, to say the least, and that has been a question for years now. Even before this came out against him months ago, people were always is weary on his art, especially because this is a kid's game and he's drawing very detailed animals with no shirts on. They're very anthro and it just looks very detailed and too detailed for a kid's eyes. And same thing with, as I said, if you have a high 9 masterpiece, I just suggest you recycle it. It's not someone you should be supporting. He is a literal pedophile. Now moving on, also because this is a person that I've also had the pleasure of talking to myself, Straycat2. Most of you probably know about this guy because I get comments pretty much every day, as I said before, saying that this guy is either talking about me or just a general warning because of what he has done to people. Now, I actually used to talk to Stray before he was the way he is now. I made thumbnails for him when I was like 12 or 13 and I ended up stopped talking to him because of the way he was treating girls at the time. At the time, he was still a minor. However, what set me off was when he was 17, he was online dating a 9-year-old, and at that point I was out. I didn't want anything else to do with him. I had other issues, but those aren't relevant. And obviously when he turned 18, he was still talking to these underage girls and being very explicit with them, and to this day he still is. He is at least 22 years of age and he's still live streaming on Alamo Jam, and a lot of the time he does get fairly inappropriate with what he says on these live streams to a minor audience. Now he doesn't use the name Straycat2 that much anymore. I think he used it maybe once this year alone. He usually goes under different aliases just to hide the fact that he doesn't want to be known as Straycat2 because he knows what he's done, but he's just trying to hide and escape from his past because he knows what he's done is wrong, but he still continues to do so. And I think that's one of the biggest kind of sickening things to me about Straycat2 anyway, because he knows he's wrong for doing these things, but he still does it anyway. He tries to blame a lot of it on his mental disabilities. I'm pretty sure I know for a fact he's autistic, and he says a lot on his streams if somebody's coming at him, you're making fun of an autistic child. But well, first of all, you can't blame that on that because he knows it's wrong, and second of all, he's not even a child, but he acts like he is and says that he's 16, which is even weirder, might I add. I don't even know his username at this point, so I can't suggest you report him. However, you will know if you go onto Alamo Jam and then go into this live function on the search tab on YouTube, you will know instantly it is his live stream. He follows the same format every single time, and really all we can do is tell Alamo Jam about that and try get him IP banned, or even just report his YouTube live streams, because I'm pretty sure he has had an account on YouTube terminated before, meaning he can't create another one. So if he was reported for doing that, YouTube probably would take down his channels again. But of course, just as a general thing, if you see people like these two I just talked about in the community, because they are everywhere, they are literally everywhere around this community, especially with it being a kids game, it's even more dangerous that these kinds of people do lurk around the game and face no punishment for their actions. But as I said, just as a general precaution for my younger viewers that may be watching this, do make sure to tell an adult if you have had a kind of encounter with a person that is acting inappropriate towards you, whether they try to get you to do things or they're just acting in a creepy manner. Do tell an adult and block them instantly. Of course, it's not something any child should face, and especially on Alamo Jam. Of course, I'll leave additional resources in the description below as well if you're not comfortable talking to your parent or guardian, and those are free lines, so it won't cost you anything to call them if you need to. And additionally, also I'm offering my support those that want to reach out to me as well. This is always a thing. I'm available on Discord, Instagram, and Twitter if you want to reach out to me, and I can try help you, and we can all get through this together. I know, especially with these tough times, stuff like this is even worse. But hopefully as a community we can come together on this and agree that these people shouldn't be allowed on the game, and Alamo Jam should really put an effort into actually getting rid of these people, because I was talking about this earlier, if the media got coverage of this, I don't think it would end well for Alamo Jam. And I'm being honest, it's not just a problem for the kids on the game, it's a problem for the game itself. But that's really all I have to say. If I have any additional information or statements I want to make on these topics, I will edit my pinned comment and you can find it down there. Also be responding to comments of course as well. But that's gonna end it here, and I'll probably take a couple of days off of YouTube from uploads now. I just don't know if it's necessarily appropriate to upload straight after this, but yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.